All right, guys, what's going on? We back. Got some, I would say, fairly bad news. Um, the so my timing chain kit. I had to order a timing chain kit for this build because I didn't have all the parts and everything that I needed for the kit on hand. So I had to order a timing chain kit for the build. I just went on ahead and ordered one like I have before. Ordered one on eBay. Heads are made a little bit differently. The actual what you call it, the actual tensioner is made a little bit differently on them as well. So I went on ahead, ordered the kit. Lo and behold, guys, the kit gets here and the tensioner is still the same tensioner for like the first gen, even though I ordered it for a second gen motor. So that is extremely frustrating, but not really a whole lot we can do about it. So I got to run down to AutoZone and see if I can actually find a see if I can find a kit. I mean, find a tensioner. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna run down there anyway. If worst come to worst, I guess get AutoZone to order me one from their hub, and then I can actually go ahead and hopefully I can go ahead and hopefully get this thing put together sometime in the next, I'd say, week or so. Because I was gonna have it fully put together tonight, but unfortunately, like I've said, I didn't get sent the proper items, so nothing really I can do about it. It's not my fault that they sent me the wrong items, but hey, you take the punches and you keep moving, buddy. So we're gonna do what we can do tonight. We're gonna actually go ahead and put these spark plugs in. We're also going to put the rear timing cover on. Go ahead and let that sit up because the tensioner on this side faces down anyway, so it probably would be a little difficult to put that tensioner in and then put the timing cover on, given that the timing cover needs gasket maker all around here. So I think it's going to be easier to just put the timing cover on, and then we can worry about putting the tensioner on a little bit later. But I gotta be honest, guys, I am pretty upset, yo. I am pretty upset. I was hoping to have this motor done by tonight, but I don't have the right freaking parts, buddy. Alright, we need 2 more spark plugs. And I need to run and get some valve covers too, because I don't have any valve covers for this particular setup. That's the one thing that I hate about doing swaps, is that there's so much unnecessarily changed stuff during the course of a swap. Like the spark plugs have to be a little bit different because the tubes, the spark plug tubes right here are a different size. So they won't fit a first gen spark plug. So you had to get a different spark plug just to be able to fit in the tubes. The tensioners are different. So you got to get a different tensioner to be able to put on the timing chain, and as well as the valve covers are different. So it's just like a lot of like little stuff that's different that like adds up, and not only time but also cost whenever you're doing a swap like this. So I mean, if you guys have this type of stuff, cars are pain, man. Donut Media said it the best. Cars are freaking pain, buddy. So if you guys are ever planning on doing something along this line, don't. Just don't worry about it, buddy. Let's see if we got any chats up here. What's going on, bro? I catch you. I don't know what language that is, but hey, more power to you, my boy. I'm gonna tighten these down by hand. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put gasket maker on just half of the rear timing cover. I'm not gonna be able to put any gasket maker on. There you go. Now he's talking my language. What's up? What's up, bro? What's up, buddy? I'm sorry, I didn't know that other language. I'm American, so I don't know what other language that is. I'm gonna put some gasket maker on just half of the timing cover. I have it over there on my motorcycle. I actually need to blow it off first with a little bit of compressed air. And then while I'm waiting for it to, what's going on, Nisha? While I'm waiting for it to set up, I'm probably going to, sit back, let you guys ask me some questions. We can do like a little Q&A or something. We can talk about cars. You guys let me know what your dream cars are. If you got any builds coming up, I'd love to know, man. I'm all for the car culture, buddy. All right, so spark plugs are in. Now we need to, what am I doing? We're putting this engine together, buddy. I did go live. I don't know if that's uploaded to my channel or not yet because we went live about close to an hour. I think it was like right around 40 minutes. We're putting this engine back together. This 4.1 liter stroker engine. It goes in my 06 Maxima. We did do a build with some HR heads. That way they flow a little bit better, as well as these massive cams. And so we're just sort of putting everything back together. Unfortunately, I did end up getting some wrong parts. Not that I ordered the wrong parts, but I got sent the wrong parts. So that's a bit of a downer. That means that I'm gonna have to wait at least another few days before I'm able to get this engine back together, back running, and back in the car. So that's a bit of a downer. Gotta wait a few more days. But the next mode of action is we need to go ahead, clean off this timing cover. We did use some brake clean on it earlier. Probably gonna go ahead and blow it down real quick. I do have the air compressor right here. Probably gonna blow it real quick just to try to get any contaminants off of the surface that I can. That way I'm a BMW tech, and the torque specs on the plugs is super important for later model engines. Yeah, here, this is yours. Yeah, but if you think I should torque them, this is like a 2006 to 2010 engine. I've changed spark plugs a few times. I don't think I've ever really worried about the torque specs on them, but if you think it's a good idea, I'll try to see if I can find the torque specs and make sure that I torque them to the correct spec. I've always just tightened them down to what feels right. I don't think I've ever really had any issues, but you sure, my boy? Hey, look, man, I'm coming for your expertise, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for learning, and I mean, I did build this whole engine, and I was able to, learn that a little bit. So I'm all for 25 Newton meters. I'll look at the. I'll see if I can find some specs online and see if I can get it tightened down. I probably already over torqued them, honestly. But yeah, I'm all for learning, buddy. So if y'all come with any knowledge, information that I don't know, hey, I'm all for it. Y'all let me know what I don't know. Looks good, just throwing it out there. It's a VQ35DE. So what it is it's a VQ35DE block, but we do have forced and turns. We do have a 4.1 liter stroker kit. We got CP Carrillo pistons, some American Eagle rods. We do have it's not a forged crankshaft, just a 370Z crankshaft. We do have these JWT cams as well as HR heads. So it's just a Nissan engine, buddy. Just built a little bit. I almost forgot, we do have Darton sleeves as well. Elbow tight on the plugs. Oh yeah, elbow tight on the plugs, my boy. Hey man, Tyler, I like you, my man. I like you, buddy. Oh, and for those of you that missed the live the first time around, thanks for the compliment on the build, buddy. This is my 2012 Camaro SS. Now, the only reason this car hasn't been on the channel is because when I got it, it was all good. I got it with 48,000 miles on it, had a warranty on it. Engine blew on me right around after 1,000 miles of driving, guys. So I'm going through a little bit of litigation right now, trying to get the engine replaced. I do plan on putting a LS3 427 back in it. So things should be making right around, I think it's 600 to the wheels with the extra basically 7 liters of displacement. So this will be coming on the channel. This is what the engine is going in, my 2006 Maxima. You guys can see, shout out to Street Speed 717. We do got the student driver sticker in, as well as the thing that everybody likes the most, the exhaust on the back. It's not overdone or nothing like that, like some guys be doing with the massive pipe or anything. But it is cool. I can't tell you guys the amount of people that take pictures, the amount of people that ask me to rev it. It does shoot flames, or at least it did when the engine was in the car. It did shoot flames, pops and bangs, all that good stuff. Sounds pretty freaking sick. We did do a 6-speed swap on it. Last but not least, thanks, Ty. Thanks, my boy. This is my dad's 2000 Corvette. I actually, here in the next probably few weeks, there's going to be a few videos coming because this car needs a slave cylinder. If anybody has ever done a slave cylinder on these Corvettes, you guys know it is not easy. You basically have to drop the whole torque tube. Transmission is in the back. You have to drop basically the whole subframe and torque tube just to get to the slave cylinder. We're going to change the clutch while we're in there. So I'm going to be making some videos on that. That's going to be a really, really difficult build. We do already have the clutch, rear main seal. I don't think the slave cylinder is here yet, but we got a lot of parts for it. So this video on us changing that is going to be coming up very, very soon so that we can get his car back up and rolling. Same way I'm trying to get my cars back up and rolling. And then last but not least, we do have my 2017 Yamaha FZ10. I need to get this tank. I need to get some PDR on this tank. Had a bit of an incident, went into a ditch. We're not going to talk about it, but the bike is okay aside from the tank. It is a 1,000cc bike. So you guys can see, man, I am a car and bike guy, true and true. I'm for all the performance stuff, man. So if you guys like the car content, y'all like the builds, y'all like reviews. If you've seen my channel, you know that we do reviews on high-end cars, Lamborghinis, Corvettes. We do Camaros. I've done a Ferrari F40 review. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, make sure that you guys consider subscribing, man, because the more that we build the family, the more type of content I can bring to you guys. So let's go ahead. Let me see if I can get actually get this thing blown off real quick, so I can go ahead and try to put some gasket maker on it and get it back in the car. Let me get you guys set up. get you guys set up real quick, man. Alrighty. And we are out here in the country. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. Actually, I need to get the gallery gaskets real quick. All right, guys, here are the gallery gaskets, as well as I did get the upgraded bolts that they recommend for your gallery gaskets for this particular engine, as well as the actual gallery gaskets themselves. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing blown off and see if we can put these gaskets on, put some gasket maker on, and get these back on the car. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now that that's taken care of, let's go ahead and this thing stays hissing. I think we're gonna need a new air compressor here pretty soon, guys. Let me see if I can get these gallery gaskets open. These things are a little bit of a pain to try to open, buddy. Good gracious. Had to use my ingenuity. Alrighty, so we got 2 gaskets, a few bolts. I need to figure out what these bolts are. Hold on, guys. This thing is freaking me out. Hold on. Do those have hydraulic, or I think they're hydraulically or oil controlled. I think they're oil controlled. So we're going to have to God, I know I'm not tripping. I think I'm gonna have to send these back. Look at this. Unless I'm tripping, these things seem almost like they don't have the right holes on them. This is, man, I can't get nothing done with this build for people keep sending me the wrong stuff. I promise you guys, I'm ordering the right parts. And like, I feel like with this build, I've gotten sent the wrong parts, like maybe like 5 times during the build. So he said flip the top one. Buddy, I tried and the freaking holes are not lining up. I swear to you. So the top one, it goes like this, right? So if you line it up there, the holes like line up in some places and then are just off. Like almost like the gasket is like too long or too big or something. That is insane. And I know I ordered the right part, so I know it's not me, buddy. I have no idea, man. That sucks. So basically I'm gonna have to this is gonna end up taking like another week. Guys, this is why I tell y'all, don't get into car builds. Do not get into project cars, man. It takes, oh, buddy, it's a headache. Especially when you keep getting, people keep sending you the wrong stuff. It is a freaking headache. With that being said, I wish that I had more to show you guys. Unfortunately, I don't. I am going to go ahead and get some gasket maker on this rear main, this rear timing cover, and go ahead and get it on the engine block. Man, I'm so disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. What motor you building? It's a 4.1 liter stroker VQ35 motor. On the bright side of things, it ain't the end of the world. But I wish I had more to show you guys. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut it. Thank you guys for joining. We will be going live again whenever I get the proper parts sent to me. I'm subbing and see you later. Thanks, my boy. Thanks for the love, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.